Women all over the world are dressing up, stepping out, giving green lights, and still going home alone. They're smiling, they're waiting, and nothing happens. They post about it, they make TikToks about it. Some even go viral saying, "Can we please bring back the men that are walking up to women?" But you know what most men say back? Nope, I'm good.
Because back when we was younger, right, girls dance with guys, right? But every time I see girls of your generation, all they do is twerk on each other. Right? And we had this conversation, and they said for the older women that's doing it, it's just advertisement for the men. Why is it, do you think, that young girls don't dance with young guys?
Because niggas don't want that either. Well, it's two reasons. Niggas don't want it because niggas is too cool on the wall. They want to act cool for their homies. They want to get dressed and go out for the niggas, for their homies and shit like that. So they don't even look at my butt. Like, butt looking, it's out. Whole I'm wearing a goddamn G-string outside. You ain't looking at me because you too busy trying to beat your homeboy and shit like that. Like, a lot of niggas don't go to the club for the girls. They go to the club to look cool, post pictures and shit like that on the gram that they busting bottles open and shit like that. Or it's really because niggas do too much. Like, bitch, I want to twerk on you, not you grab my pussy.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
What's going on, YouTube? It is your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. And for that young lady in the last video, I found that very interesting that she said up here, "I'm in a G-string, all ass, all out," and I'm like, and y'all ain't giving me no attention. But then on the flip side, some of y'all be doing too much, man. It's like, shit, I just want to twerk. I don't want you to grab the box. I'm like, yeah, but you the one who just said your ass was all out, so how do you expect men to behave? But anyway, I got a video for you guys. It's a bit of a two-parter. These are the only two videos that she has on her TikTok, so I guess she must have just started making this content. But anyway, she perfectly explains why men are checking out of dating, man. Check this out. Without further ado, let's get into it.
I'm good.
Okay, so not only do men not approach women in clubs in New York, but they don't even acknowledge you when you come and sit on the same table as them.
So, what happened? Why did men stop approaching women? It wasn't overnight. Something deeper shifted, socially, emotionally, and even psychologically. And what you're about to hear might just make you feel a little more understood than you've had in a long time. This isn't just a dating trend. This is happening everywhere, from clubs in New York to gyms in LA, from college to coffee shops, you name it. There's a noticeable silence. And if you think women aren't noticing it, they are. You can scroll through any social platforms and find posts like, "I was dressed up, I smiled at a guy," and nothing. "We made eye contact 3 times, he never came over." Where did all the confident men go? But here's the twist. They're still here. They're just quiet now. Because for a growing number of men, it's not about shyness. It's not about fear. It's about self-preservation. It's about looking at the rules of the game and realizing the game doesn't serve them anymore. And once you understand what happens in gyms and clubs, you'll realize the silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. Let's talk about one of the most important battlegrounds in this debate, the gym. For years, women online have said, "Stop looking at me. Don't bother me when I'm working out." Creeps at the gym need to be exposed, they say. And guess what? Men listen. So now, men keep their distance. They avoid eye contact. Some even change gyms altogether just to avoid the risk of being filmed, shamed, or even misunderstood. And here's the irony. That same gym is now filled with women asking, "Why won't anyone approach me? Where are all the confident men? What happened to real masculinity?" You want the truth? It got pushed out. It was called creepy, it was called aggressive, and it was called doing too much. And after enough times of being shut down, mocked, or mischaracterized, men just left the conversation. They didn't argue. They just stopped. They stopped approaching. They stopped risking it. They stopped trying because what used to be charming is now problematic. And when even a polite hello can turn into a viral takedown video, why even try?
And I don't know if you guys are familiar with a content creator by the name of Joey Swole, who's been exposing women of falsely accusing men of like being creepy in the gym. But yeah, you can't sit over here and tell me this man is literally making a living off of exposing women faking like they being crept on when they're really not. He's basically making a living off of this. That's how bad it's gotten. And even though women are sitting over here complaining about not getting approached in the gym, you're still hearing this. You're still hearing and seeing this shit happen on TikTok. And to be honest with you, this one bums me a bit because y'all know I'm a gym rat. I love going to the gym. And I've said it numerous times that if women really want to look for like just a good, solid dude, the gym would probably be one of the first places I would actually recommend. But given how women have made the climate a bit uncomfortable for men in recent years, it's kind of hard for me to continue to suggest that now. And it's not men's fault.
Now, let's talk about the clubs. Back in the day, clubs were the hunting ground, the energy, the chase, the fun. But go out now, you'll find more people staring at their phones than dancing. VIP tables full of bored faces. Guys standing around just sipping their drinks like they were a security guy. Why? Because clubs flip the script. Women now get in free. Men pay to enter, pay to sit, pay to drink.
What is going on in my life where I don't have a man? Like, am I not as attractive as I thought I am? Am I looking old? Am I intimidating? Like, what is it?
Every day I go out looking adorable, tits bouncing, skin glistening, and yet nobody ever hits on me or approaches me. Ever.
So am I like the only woman that no longer gets approached by men?
What happened to masculinity? What happened to chivalry? What happened to men courting women? What happened to that?
It didn't happen overnight. The silence you see today, it started years ago. Piece by piece, decade by decade, the rules shifted. What used to be normal became risky. In some countries, undercover female officers literally jog through parks just to bait catcalls, leaving men wondering if every interaction is a setup.
These women aren't friends out for a run. They're actually undercover police officers taking to the streets in Surrey as part of a new operation.
So,
wait a minute.
You mean I don't know where Surrey is, what country this is. If y'all know in the comments, let me know. But you mean to tell me there is somewhere in the world where you have women, female officers running undercover to try to catch men catcalling? We're really doing this now. As funny as it may sound, I kind of low key agree on with the women to some degree when they say what happened. Because I remember, and I've said this before, man, I come from a time where me and my friends literally used to go to the mall every weekend, literally just to try to get girls' phone numbers. Literally. It was kind of like practice, basically. You was kind of like practicing how to approach women every weekend whenever we stepped out. Like, and if it wasn't the club, it was the movies, and if it wasn't the movies, it was something else. My God, man. I mean, to imagine like what life used to be like approaching women as a teenager and when I was in high school in comparison to hearing stuff like this now, like a little over 20 years later, this shit is wild to me. Like, women can't complain too much if it's going this far. I mean, damn, bro. Ain't nobody trying to get a ticket or God knows what kind of punishment just because I'm over here trying to approach a woman I find attractive. That's some of the most ridiculous shit I've heard.
Oh, how did we get here? Let's rewind the clock, and once you see the timeline, you will see men didn't vanish. They adapted. Not long ago, approaching a woman wasn't seen as bold or risky. It was simply how people met. If you liked someone at the bookstore, you started a conversation. If you saw someone in class, you passed a note or you asked for her number. At a bar, can I buy you a drink? Was expected, not suspicious. The risk was small, Maybe she said no. The reward was clear. Maybe she said yes. And the most important part, rejection stayed private. There were no viral videos, no screenshots, no labels like creep or ick waiting online. Approach was human. Approach was normal. Approach was safe. But as the years went on, that normality started to break down. Now, a man finishing a heavy set at the gym could glance around the room and end up being labeled a creep in an 8-second viral clip. Now, a polite hello in a coffee shop could be twisted into, oh, this is harassment, even on TikTok. That's the climate we're in today, where a basic hello doesn't feel like a connection anymore. It feels like a risk.
And if you bring it up and bring it to people's attention, it's a risk too. Do y'all remember that brother that went viral a couple months ago because he came on TikTok and was like, what's up with women not speaking back anymore? And then women had all these real shitty, nasty responses. Half of them were over here, well, if you would have offered to pay her groceries, maybe she would have spoke to you. I'm like, y'all done got so goddamn transactional. Y'all over here asking for y'all groceries to be paid for just for a fucking conversation or a fucking hello back. This is crazy as hell.
You know what I don't like? I don't like being almost 25 and grown men not asking me out on dates, not wanting to wine and dine me anymore.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
What's going on? Did we forget the plot? Did we forget how dating actually works? Like, you actually have to show somebody why they should date you. Like, automatically you should be putting your best foot forward. First impressions mean a lot. Like, we shouldn't just be going to hang out. We shouldn't just catch a vibe. No. It really just hurts me to know that, like, I'm not being asked out on dates anymore. And I know that I'm not alone in this, which is just a bigger problem. The fact that there's, like, this real casual epidemic going on with dating. Like, nobody wants to take anything serious. Everybody just wants to just go wherever the wind blows them. And it's like, I'm trying to put down foundations and roots and build a relationship with somebody. But that scares people because they don't really know themselves enough to want to do that with anybody yet, which I get. But it's also like, relationships are for people who are knowing and willing to grow within them, you know?
Yeah, so
You want to know what this is? This is a combination of sexual liberation, women wanting to be independent and do whatever the hell they want to, while at the same time being entitled to a man's resources and finances. Yeah, that sounds like one big clusterfuck of a disaster. And then you get the dating climate that you got now. But hold the line, fellas, because it's pretty clear to see that more and more women are starting to take notice. Y'all let me know what you thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.